going on, people? It's your boy Nando, and you know what it is. It's the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. Today, a very special guest, the Cruiserweight European Champion himself, Tommy McCarthy, who's going to defend the title this Saturday against Alexandru Jur, live on Sky Sports. Let's get Tommy on now. Tommy, you there?
Yeah.
Tommy, can you hear me?
We're rolling.
How you doing? How you doing, champ? I think there's some technical difficulties. Hold on, let me see if I can fix that. Can you hear me? Tommy, you there?
Yeah.
So I can barely hear you. Your camera's yeah, that's perfect actually. How you doing, mate? How's it going?
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to us today.
Yeah, no bother. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Are you already in the bubble? Tommy, you there?
I'm trying to move because connection. Hold on. Let me try and move to a different spot. Is this a bit better?
Yeah, that's a lot better. Perfect. I was saying, are you already in the bubble right now?
Yeah, well, I'm at the hotel, so I'm not into the matchroom bubble, the proper one, but I'm in the hotel bubble. So I'm getting tested in the morning, and then after that, then we move into the matchroom bubble.
How you feeling? It's fight week. Obviously, it's Monday. It's this Saturday, the fight. How are you feeling at the moment?
Nah, I feel good. You know, I just can't wait to get in there now. It's been, you know, when you start training camp, you think, oh yeah, 8 weeks, this gonna flies by. But the last 2 weeks is like, they go so slow. So I'm itching to get the show on the road.
And I'm sure your fans, ourselves, we can't wait to see you back in action. Let's go back to Fright Night, 31st of October, the night you captured that vacant belt. You beat Bilal Lagou. Sum up your performance that night. You won by a majority decision as well.
Yeah, well, you know, the majority was the best staying on a good night for me because the Belgian judge gave it a draw, and I felt like I won the fight. You know, I was a clear winner. But yeah, it was the performance okay. It wasn't my best performance, but it was a great night for me to win the European title. You know, the EBU belt's a major title, so you know I was over the moon, and it's just gave me so much confidence and helped me push on with my training. And so I'm looking to build off that last performance and put in a bigger one on Saturday.
Amazing. And since you won that belt, how's this camp been compared to the last one?
We just like we always train hard, like, but we just upped it a bit more, and we're getting closer to the big one, to the world titles. You know what I mean? So everything's just the intensity's just went up another notch. So it's just more the same. Just you know, I'm more eager because I know how close I am to the big one.
Amazing. And you're back, obviously, this Saturday, live on Sky Sports. I think now it's the Buatsi dos Santos undercard now, unless there's a last-minute change. You're fighting Alexandru Jur, obviously 19 wins, 4 losses. You look at his CV, you are by far his toughest test out of all his opponents. But do you know much about your opponent, what dangers he brings to the ring this Saturday?
Well, you know that's a big compliment for me for you to say I'm his toughest test. But That's where I look at myself anyway. I'm the best. He's fought a former world champion, went 12 rounds of him, and he's just a solid all rounder. You know, like a good European level opponent. He's held a couple of titles, EU champion twice, I think, and he does everything good. He doesn't have one exceptional thing that he does really well, but he, you know, a good defense, good job. He's a solid all rounder. So, and he's had as much notice as me for this fight. So I'm expecting him to really try and put it on me, because this is a big opportunity for him too to get himself onto the world scene, which is what all boxers are after, to get to the world level.
Brilliant. I always ask my guests this. Some answer it, some don't. Is it going the distance this Saturday?
Nah, definitely not. I've trained with the intentions of getting established. You know, I really want a big performance. So I'm gonna be, you know, trying to get him out of there as soon as I can.
Brilliant. A lot of your fans were just boxing fans in general were very impressed with how you bounced back from that Riakporhe fight as well. Within 2 fights after that, you went and won the WBC international title, and then 2 fights after that, the European title. I don't think anyone's ever seen something like that, because usually after a loss, some people might have to, you know, climb up, you know, fight a few easy fights, but you just went straight again into the deep end and went and captured a prestigious belt like the European title. Would you say you've learned a lot since that fight with Richard Riakporhe?
Yeah, basically what happened, the loss was kind of like a blessing in disguise, because once, hold on, I'll just get my charger. Once I took that loss, that's what got me the opportunity to go to Italy and fight for that WBC international title, because they were looking at me as an opponent. Like, oh yeah, he's on the sled, he gets stopped there. But that opportunity wouldn't have came had I beat Riakporhe. So by me going out there and beating Turchi for the WBC international, then that made me mandatory for the European title, and then so I was able to go and win that. Then so it's just boxing. It's more of a man game than anything. You know, you have to have your head right, and you have to be hungry for success. And there's no way I was gonna allow a loss to define me. And I came into the sport from I was a kid, from an amateur. I've always had high hopes and big ambitions. So there was nothing stopping me. My team kept the faith in me. Eddie gave me another opportunity, and I took it with both hands. So, you know, it's just shows you that nobody can, like, it's not over till you say it's over.
No, 100%. I echo that. You got a great amateur career as well, experience. Do you think that's a major factor for Eddie Hearn and your team to say, you know what, forget the whole, you know, British Commonwealth scene, and you're ready for that European scene as well?
Well, no, I was able to bypass that because the win that I had in Italy. Because originally, when I fought Turchi, he was the WBC international champion, but it was going to be for that and then the vacant EU title. But the European Union says, look, we'll just make this for the WBC title, and then the winner becomes mandatory for the European. So by me beating him, that made me leapfrog the whole queue, and put me in a great position. But before that, I'd beat, you know, the top guys in Britain coming up. So it just put me, you know, the loss to Riakporhe set me back, but the win against Turchi put me right where I should have been anyway.
No, 100%. It worked out well for you. Obviously, winning this Saturday has potentially put you in the top 20 in the world, and laying there in the top 20, there's another 2 Brits that could set up a great domestic dust-up. The first one is Chris Billam Smith. I'm not trying to get you to call anyone out, but would you welcome a great domestic fight like that with someone like Chris Billam-Smith?
Yeah, I welcome all comers, you know, and like them rankings change day to day. I mean, like about a month ago, I was like 14 or something in box rec, and then I think I kind of stepped out of it. But now with the government bodies, with the IBF, I'm 5. With the WBC, I'm 7. WBA, I'm 10. I'm not ranked with the WBO, but um, you know, a good win here should I should be able to get a shot at one of the major titles next. And with me not being ranked with WBO, but Okolie's with Matchroom, you know, there's no. I'm sure Eddie could pull a few strings, but as you say, I can't look past Saturday night. Like Saturday night is very important, and if I don't win there, then there's nothing beyond it. So I'm focused 100% on Alexandru Jur.
Obviously, of course, you never look past your opponent, but getting past him on Saturday, that opportunity, I know no one can ever say no to an opportunity like that, but if Eddie Hearn comes up to you after Saturday and says, you Okolie next, would you take it?
100%. I'll be asking for it because, you know, me and Okolie's names have been linked from since he turned pro, and a few occasions it's been like fighting for the British title or fighting for the Commonwealth title. So it's we've crossed paths but never managed to get the fight happening. And now it's came to the stage where he's world champion, I'm European champion. It would be great.
What's your thoughts on him becoming world champion? Did you back when he first turned pro and his name was linked with yours? Did you ever imagine he would go on and to be world champion? I wouldn't say so soon, but sooner than people thought.
Yeah, I mean, you know, his career went well. I thought he'd definitely be a world champion because just the dimensions. He's like 6'5", big, strong cruiserweight with the Olympic experience. So I knew he would do it, and his style up until the world title fight was always ugly, but it was effective. And when he won the title, he boxed. It was his career best performance. He boxed really well. So I was glad. I was happy for him because I like seeing people coming from the bottom and achieving their goals. But still, that's the fight I want. I believe I can beat him. But like I say, I have to focus on Saturday night.
Of course. I want to know, what's it like having Pete Taylor in your corner? And do you look at his daughter as an inspiration, obviously being from Ireland as well yourself?
Yeah, having Pete in the corner is like it's the best person you want in the corner because he knows boxing so well, and I trust him 100%. So anything he tells me to do in the corner, I would do it because I know it's going to work. And in terms of Katie, yeah, Katie would be a big inspiration for me because she's just so good. She's lead years ahead of the competition, and she doesn't look like she's getting any slower. Or she's kept the form for so many years. So yeah, it's just I'm so blessed to have Pete in my corner.
Brilliant. I know it's a silly question, but I've never asked anyone from Ireland this question. How big is Katie Taylor in Ireland? Even for non-boxing fans, is she well known even in that sense?
Katie Taylor would be like Anthony Joshua in England. Like
wow,
everyone knows who Katie is, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why she's relocated to the States because she can't do anything in Ireland. She's just the biggest star there is.
Brilliant. And I'm sure she's a big inspiration to a lot of young people, male and female, in Ireland as well. They look at her and think, I can go and do that as well. Even yourself, even people like Michael Conlon as well. You guys are big inspiration in your country as well for people that want to get into boxing and sport in general.
Yeah. Katie's a big, even for me, like I would look at her fights and stuff to, you know, try and pick up some things because she's that good. The combination she rolls, how fast she is, and the work ethic is second to none. So yeah, she's a big inspiration.
Amazing. I did some research, Tommy. I hope I haven't got it wrong, and I hope you can achieve this as well. I read that Ireland has never had a cruiserweight world champion. I don't know if that's true or not. There's never been a cruiserweight world champion from Ireland. Is Tommy McCarthy the first one to do it?
That's the goal. You know, Ireland is notoriously small men. You know what I mean? Most men in it. That's why there's not too many big lads come boxing out of Ireland. Anyone from light heavyweight up, we always struggle to get sparring and stuff. So all our Irish greats are like from flyweight to lightweight, like welterweight. You know, good. I know Steve counts. Obviously middleweight, but yeah, I want to become Ireland's first cruiserweight world champion and Ireland's first black world champion, and that's the history I'm looking to create.
Amazing. Yeah, I think the biggest Irish world champion was probably like big in weight. Andy Lee, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think it was Andy Lee. And it would be amazing for you to... Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was just agreeing with you. It's Andy Lee.
Yeah, and I was just saying, I hope you get to achieve that. Two historic things. Ireland's first cruiserweight world champion, Ireland's first black champion as well. It'll be an amazing achievement in one night, and for your country as well.
Yep, definitely would.
Tommy, I want to ask you a question. I ask all my guests this because we're going to do a highlight reel, obviously, hopefully when the fight is done. The biggest fight in British history, maybe heavyweight history as well. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury. In your opinion, who wins and why? The first fight.
It's so hard to pick a winner. You know, I'm chopping and changing all the time. I would pick Fury because I think Fury can win on points or by stoppage, but I couldn't see Anthony Joshua outpointing Fury. I think he only wins one way by knockout, and there is a good chance that he could knock Fury out. But just because I think Fury could win either way, I would lean like Fury's a superior boxer. Like Fury's just a masterful boxer, but Joshua's boxing skills don't get the credit they deserve. Like Joshua's a brilliant boxer, and but Fury's just unorthodox and he always raised to the occasion. So it's such a hard fight to stand on and say yes, this person's going to win 100%. But I would favor Fury.
Brilliant. Hopefully the fight can be made. Or hopefully it's announced this week. I heard, and we get to see a great masterpiece of a fight.
Yeah, hopefully. Please God.
Tommy, before I let you go, do you have a message for your fans for this Saturday, and what can we expect on Saturday?
Yeah, just for all the supporters, keep supporting. I'm looking to put on an explosive show here and do the business in good fashion. All the trolls, keep trolling. And, shout out my sponsors who's been backing me, Peak Physique, Northern Property, Lux Interiors, Aircore, the Suffolk Inn, O'Neill's Funeral Home, Mulholland Law, and EJC Contracts. I think that's all. Yeah, so thanks very much, guys, and just make sure you tune in.
Brilliant. And do you have a last message for Alexandru Jur?
Nah, I'll see you Saturday night.
Tommy, I want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to me today. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you can achieve that goal and become Ireland's first cruiserweight world champion. And I can't wait when you do it.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. All right.
Take care, mate. Stay safe and good luck on Saturday.
Peace.
Thank you.